Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zuhaimi by Idris. Rhombometric 01 DDT 20F1100. First, arrangement of contour and display. Contour and display should be grouped logically to allow rapid access by the user. Contour grouped and organized according to function, according to their functionality. 2. Frequency of use, how frequently they use. 3. Secondly, to relate the order of their use. Arrangement of contour and display is more important in critical systems where use work under pressure. Example, air traffic control. Arrangement in relation to use position. Users should be able to reach all contour necessary and view or display without excessive body movement. Critical display should be at eyes level. 2. Lighting should be arranged to avoid reflection distorting display. And last, contour should be spaced to provide adequate room for the user. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Abdul Muhaimin bin Muhammad Zamri. My number metric is 01DDT 20S1097. Physical environment and health issues. Physical position. Users should be able to reach all controls comfortably and see all displays. The smallest user should be able to reach all the controls. The largest user should not be cramped in the environment. Users should not be expected to stand for long period, and if sitting should be provided with back support. If a particular position for a part of the body is to be adapted for long period, support should be provided to allow rest. Example, handphone user. A habit of use the handphone that the user not aware in proper posture for the impact muscle injury. Temperature. Extreme of hot or cold will affect performance and even health. Performance deteriorated at high or low temperature. Weight using being unable to concentrate effectively. Example likely cause of overheating phone, gaming for long period of time, streaming content, your setting and optimum, outdated app, software updated, environment factors. Lightning. Adequate lighting should be provided to allow user to see the computer screen without discomfort of eye strain. The light source should also be positioned to avoid glare affecting the display. Example, brightness. Most people are comfortable with the contrast set around 16 to 70%. Adjust the brightness. Once you have a contrast where you like it, you can move on the brightness setting. The goal here is to get the light coming out of your monitor's mirror to the light in your workspace. Noise. Noise level should be maintained at a comfortable level in the work environment. Noise can be a stimulus in some applications and provide needed feedback of system activity. Exclusive noise can be harmful to the health, causing the user pain and in acute cases loss of hearing. Time. The time spent using the system should be controlled. Example, excessive use of CRT display can be harmful. Example, we will hear warning about too much screen time for kids But what about adults? With many jobs requiring hours spent in front of a computer and most of our free time spent streaming should show on television, scrolling, social media, and phones, and scanning stories on table. Many of us spend consecutive hours looking at screen, especially during the pandemic, when most of social interaction are online. Are there negative effects of screen time for adults we need to worry?
Assalamualaikum and selamat sejahtera. My name is Arif bin Muhammad Sanusi. My matrix number is 01DDT20F1114. And for my part, in the ergonomic guidelines for user interface design, I'll be speaking about feedback. So, what is feedback? Feedback to the user comes in many forms. The user interface responds to actions. The system reacts and produces output. Feedback is used to engage and explain and can improve user satisfaction. Feedback can change a confusing experience to a pleasant experience that teaches you how the system works. Feedback also has three important functions, which is the first one, responsiveness. It signals to the user that these buttons are clickable and that the button has two separate parts since they are highlighted separately. The second important function is engagement. The visual effect engages the attention. If done well, the visual effect will delight the user. It gives life to the static elements on the screen. And the third important function is activity. Visual changes indicate that the underlying system is changing. Animation, for its own sake, can distract, but as part of the visual feedback can help explain how the system works. Now, I'll be explaining about how speed is important for feedback. You can see immediacy is important. If the feedback comes even slightly after the pointer has moved, the user will notice. Research indicates that a delay of even 100 milliseconds is noticeable and annoys the user. Immediate feedback exposes the underlying cause and effect relationships, so they are easy to learn. Push the button and get a new screen. When feedback is delayed, the connection between action and result is diffuse. The user can't be sure if the result happened because of a button click or a menu item they selected. This uncertainty leads to confusion and misunderstandings. The user can't build their understanding of the system because they can't be sure of what caused the system to react. And now, we have feedback progress. We need a way to indicate ongoing work since not everything can happen immediately. The traditional answer to this is a progress bar. As work is completed, the progress bar crawls towards 100% full. Here's an example of what a progress bar looks like. In the beginning, these were simple colored lines. These days, they are animated with glows and highlights to make the 0 to 99% crawl a little more interesting. Here we have an example of a new progress bar. The progress bar lets you know that you have been hurt. The activity has started, but the result will not be ready for some time.